Welcome back, y'all. Good to see you again. Gonna do a quick video. I did a short for our new Blendr bag or Blendr accessories and mounts that you can do on a lot of our trek bikes or with our Bontrager products. I'm gonna go through like previous versions of bike bags and or even saddle bags just for flat pack or repair materials that you'll carry on your bike. This is kind of why I've really loved the innovation behind this new bag, because I've gone through so many things on why I didn't like these older bags, but this one really fixed everything that I had trouble with having a bag mounted on the back of your bike. But I'm going to go over all of them and see what y'all think about these. I really do like this new easy kind of clip on and go and not have to worry about bag movement or any of the issues with trying to mount multiple things on top of a bike or carry on your bike. All right, so we're going to start with the old bags. This is an old bag setup. Most manufacturers make a bag like this. It's just Velcro straps that actually wrap around the rail of your saddle and then attach back for keeping things tight, and then a little cinch rubber piece behind there for the seat post. And these do great for carrying a lot of gear or your flat pack material, repair items and stuff like that. Bad thing about this is if you've got this set up, it's designed so awkwardly that if you're carrying this on behind your back, underneath your saddle, that this kind of arcs down and covers a lot of your seat posts. So when you go to work on your bike or something like that and put it in a stand, you've got to move this out of the way so that you can put the stand or attach the bike to the stand. So it can be kind of awkward and cumbersome to get the bike set up for any repairs. But also too, the way this is set up, it doesn't cinch down very tight. And so now while you're riding, kind of sways, bobs, moves, rattles things back there. So this is kind of the previous generation of just a regular old saddle bag. And I'll show you the next step, the idea to go to the Blendr mount bags that we currently have. Oh, and for those that have been watching for quite a while, you kind of notice things have been changed behind me. I've moved to another garage, like right next to the old garage I was in, but I got a larger room. So I've kind of done some rearranging, some other materials up on the wall. But I like it, a little better space. I'll show you this later. I've got the bike set up, all the other items mounted in here, and the little workstation here that makes this space a lot better. All right, so the bag after the strap bags is what we came out with, our quick cleats. So now this has got a little mount you actually put underneath the saddle, and it's got a little tab that sticks out, and you just slide this onto there. So it makes it a lot more efficient for keeping the saddle stem or their seat post clear. So if you go to mount the bike in a rack, it's much easier to do that and not have to worry about moving stuff out or moving this out of the way to mount the bike up there. This is great and holds the bike or the bag pretty steady, but it can get a little washy, so you'll feel it back behind you. The big issue with this is if you're doing using our Bontrager saddles and they've got the light mounts on the back of it, you've got your light there at the very end of the saddle. When you go to put this on, you've got to remove that light to get this on. So if you're trying to get in it or anything, unzip it to get materials in there, that light or the mount's in the way. So that's where we took this to the next level with the new Bontrager. Now I've forgot the name. New mounts, Blendr mounts for our saddlebags. Check this out. Bam. This is the new mount. And it's nice because it clips on kind of like our lights, but then also this uses the mount that uses the light. So now these do not interfere with each other. This holds nice and tight, locks in place, and actually tucks up really close to the saddle. So there's a lot more room for your seat post. And if you want to, you can use, just to snug it up a bit more or keep it from moving a little bit more, the little strap that comes with it. So we've always done different size bags for carrying materials. This comes in as a medium, so you can see it's pretty large, and this is actually full right now. I've got quite a bit inside here, but this is the medium. The small gets a little smaller, so you're barely carrying much in there. But I've got 2 CO2 canisters, the tube, all my bits, tools, repair items inside this. So I'm carrying quite a bit in there, levers and everything. So the medium is great for carrying quite a bit on a bike, but we also have the small, large, and extra large. But this is our new Blendr bag. This replaces the quick delete, which is going out, because this is a much better mounting setup. Now you show you the mounts on the bike. All right, so this is the mount. That's actually the light mount there. This portion underneath here is where you actually mount the bag. So it's really nice, tucked away. On our Brown Tracker saddles, there's 2 holes that go up here, and we've done this for quite a while with a lot of our saddles already, so that we can do this light mount. This is nice because it actually moves the light up to a little higher position instead of having it way down here on the bar, or if you got a saddlebag in the way, it's hard to fill in this space. But it brings it up and out so that nothing blocks it from keeping us safe on the road. All right, so we've got the mount, and then you have the light mount as well. And this is where you kind of just slide on the bag on top. This clips in, it's nice. It's got a real tight locking one. The previous models, they didn't have this little flip lever. It's just more of a bendy plastic piece. But now we've got this actual clip that bends. But now it's locked in place. Take your strap. If you want to use this, you don't have to. It holds pretty secure without it. Now you've got your bag mounted. Now, what's really awesome is I've got an option for my light. This makes sure light's back high, nothing's blocking it. You don't have to mount it down on your saddle post or anything. But then with this, you can still get into the bag because it goes right underneath it. What's even cooler, that we came out with all this new accessories, is the saddle bag fender. Clips on just like everything else, slides on, locks in place. What's pretty awesome and ingenious, so we still made a clip on the back of this, and now I can actually put my light back there. Now you've got everything to keep you dry, safe. Lights going out the back, kind of straight towards oncoming traffic or other cyclists and stuff like that. But it's nice that we're just using 2 bolt holes in the bottom of the saddle to mount all this onto the bike. This is just the saddle and saddle accessories, things like that. Now I'm going to show you all the handlebar or stem accessories. And here we are at the front of the bike. As you can see here, I've already got 2 light mounts on there. I'm just going to unclip this. Oop, don't turn it on at the same time. But if the camera focus, that's the mount there. What's nice is it's got to be attached to a Blendr stem. So once you have that, it has these cutouts inside in front of the stem, and then you get this mount, and then you can mount anything on top of here. On here, I've just got my small Blendr light mount for my small light, little flasher that I run all the time, and then I have my larger one here for when we're riding later at night and I just need to see where I'm going. You can do computer mounts, all sorts of accessories to go with this kind of setup, but it's nice that we've got this all tucked in, and you can see how clean that cockpit looks. Got a K-edge mount up top from the stem, but then everything else right here, nice and tidy. Oh, damn it. Didn't want to record. All right, as you can see in the clip, a little slow-mos, how much movement happens with the bag attached to the mounts. I did not put the strap on there just so you could see how much movement there was without it. Once you cinch that on, it definitely just locks it nice and tight, so there's very little bouncing or anything, especially as heavy as this is. I've got it pretty loaded down. The little strap does help quite a bit, but that was just a little demonstration of the Blendr setup, the Blendr accessories. Super easy to install, especially on the saddle. It's 2 bolts, mount the mount on there, and then mount the light mount on top of that one, and then have all the accessories behind you. Stem one's a little more difficult. You do have to unbolt the stem headpiece and then snap in the mount itself, and then just bolt everything back together. So make sure you mark your position of the handlebars and get those back into place once you install. But nice little accessories that Trek and Bontrager have invented over the years. It's nice to be able to kind of clean up the bike and declutter the cockpit a lot, especially I travel, commute to work every day, so it's nice to have all my bikes have almost the same setup on them. It keeps it a little tidier up front. But thanks again for watching. I hope you liked. Go check out the materials, all the Blendr options at your local Trek store, and I hope you like. Talk to you then. Later.